Welcome to the Feldenkrais method, awareness through movement. Feldenkrais spoke to us many times about health. What is health? He asked. What does it mean to be healthy? Does it mean that you're never sick? Does it mean you never have to go to the hospital? He had a different idea about health, how you measure it. He measured health for us as the recovery rate that you have in a system. If there's trauma or if there's trouble, the quicker the recovery is a measure of the health of the person. So if you have an accident and recover easily and fully, that's a sign of a very healthy system. If there's a fire or an emergency, or the person who immediately knows the quickest to recover, to know what to do, that's the healthiest in the group. So what we're out to do is train the body, train the self, so that we can use all the parts to help us recover the quickest and to know what we're doing so that we can go on being as healthy. It means living, acting, and recovering when we need to. To begin today, would you please just sit down any way you like. Just sit on the floor. Sit down. That's right. And think. How many motions was it to sit down? Was it one motion? Was it two? Was it 3 or 4 or 5 when you did it? What would be the most efficient way to move, to stand, or to sit? Well, suppose that you sit with your knees crossed, so that the left knee, let's put the right knee in front and the left behind. Now, if you sit like that, with the right knee in front and the left behind, lean on your left hand a moment. Now what you're going to do is, in one motion, turn your pelvis, lift it like a corkscrew in the air, swivel it around, so that in one smooth moment you come to where you're facing the wall behind you and standing up in one go. Now go slowly and try it and see what you could do. You turn around your body and up to stand, and you're facing that wall. And if you want it to come down, you bend your knees and put the left hand in front of you on the floor. Just in front, just in front of you. Bend down, touch the floor, and now turn around the hand, swivel your pelvis back down in one go until you could sit. Now try again, slowly. Turn the pelvis, that's right, in the air, and that's what you do, that's right. Now if you're elderly, or you have trouble, no matter if you're young and have trouble, do what this lady does, who knows how to move for her own comfort. Bend down and put the hand on the floor, and then help yourself with your other hand to turn around yourself so there's no bumping, and you come down smoothly. And now the rest of you see again what you do. Put the left hand behind you, turn around yourself, and feel how it's only one motion and you're standing. And to come down, you put the hand down, turn around yourself, and you're sitting. Notice if anywhere there's a bump, or if you hold your breath. Try it again and see. What do you do when you go up? Do you breathe in when you go up like that? And what do you do when you go down? Do you let the air out when you go down? Find out. When you fold the body down, and when you extend the body up. Now, try once again to go up in one motion. You see that this is really the most efficient way. And down, because there's only a single spiraling movement of the pelvis. Now suppose you wanted to go to the right. How would you do that? Well, you might change your knees over so that the left knee is in front, and then put the right hand behind you, turn your body, and turn. That's right. At the beginning, go so slowly so you can feel the smoothness of it. And then put the right hand in front of you, lean on it, and turn yourself down to sit. And again, With the right hand, you just turn around your body, and in one smooth movement, you're facing the wall behind you. And then bend down, touch the floor. That's right. Now, if it's difficult, then use both hands to come over onto both knees, and then help yourself. Yes. That's right. And then put one knee standing, one foot standing, and come up. That's right. So you bend down with one hand and touch, and then the other hand and touch. And of course, if it's really difficult, then use a chair to help yourself come up and down so that there's no danger and it's totally safe. And that you don't have to hold the breath when you do it, and it's painless. Now, would you do the following thing? You're sitting now with your left leg in front of the right. Would you move as if to stand up, but only go halfway? So you moved halfway, and then change over the hands and sit down again to the other side. Try again. So that you go back now with the left hand behind you, swivel the pelvis in the air, and then turn over the knees, and down you sit. And try it again. You go halfway, change the hands, and sit down. That's right. And then back over. That's right. Now watch here what she does, even without straining. Go ahead and try it. That's right. And then, that's right. So that there's no bumping. That's right. You see, if you could, that's using your knees even to go over. All of you, try using only the knees to go over and not your feet. And still you can sit. That's right. And now go again with the feet. Half over, and then the pelvis goes high in the air, and over you go. And now do it fast. That's right. Provided it's easy. Yeah. That's right.
That's pretty.
It's pretty to watch. And now go very slowly and stand all the way up to your right and sense the ease of it. And then put your left hand down in front of you and swivel down to sit. That's right. And now slowly roll down and lie on your right side. Actually lie on your back and have a nice rest, because it's quite a lot of effort and gets the blood going. You know, if we could eliminate the faulty, parasitic, non-intentional movements that we make that consume so much of our energy, then our movement would be more efficient and our lives would be easier. Most of us use much more energy than we need to accomplish what we want. Now, just as you lie like that, please roll and lie on your right side. And use your arm underneath your head so that it can lie comfortably. Use your right arm, have it long or bent. Bend the knees slightly for your own comfort so that the left knee lies on top of the right. And now take the left hand and put it with the palm down in front of you, outstretched comfortably. And just move it. Move it around a little bit. Move it upward. Move it downward. Along the floor. It doesn't lift off the floor. The palm's touching the floor. Almost like you were looking for a contact lens. Just see where it will go easily. That's right. And now, with the arm straight in front of you, move it down towards your feet, towards your knees, just direct, touching the floor, always in contact, and then move it upward, palm down towards the other hand, past, even up towards your head, you see? And then come back down, slowly and easily from the shoulder. And then upward. Now at a certain point you might find it's easier when you go upward if you turn the back of the hand to touch the floor, if it's going up near the other hand, and then try to move it a little bit over your head, just a little bit alongside the head, and of course move the head with it to make it easy, and back, so that there's no strain. So that it moves along, and then you find that you can bend the elbow a little bit over the head and roll the head to look a little upward and back. Again, have the knees bent a little in front of you, and then you can begin to, if it's not easy, to lift a bit. Well, just come back and rest a moment. That's right. Just rest a moment. Still lying on your side. Can you use your arm under your head? Is it comfortable? Or you need a pillow? No. Now, in that position, lift the left knee off the right and bring it back. The foot stays down. Just lift the knee and lower it, while the left foot remains on the right foot. So you just open the knee and go back. That's right. Sense how the movement is in the hip joint. And now leave the knee like that, long. And just move the arm again. The left arm, sweep it up and past the other hand, and help yourself if you need to by opening up the knee until it can go behind you a little bit and bring it back. Gradually, don't go all at once. Take 10 movements to get there, so that there's no effort in the shoulders, and use your pelvis rolling as if to roll toward your back. Opening the knee just as much as you need to. And the back of the hand will rest on the floor. If it's not easy, you bend the hand near your head, bend the elbow near your head so it's comfortable. The back of the hand will just go toward the floor. Yeah, that's it. And back. That's right. And now when you find out if you can bring the arm along the back side of you when you roll backward, and bring it down along the floor towards your feet, and then slowly back upward where it goes comfortably. And then back again, until you can bring it all the way around and over the pelvis, over your hip, over the thigh, and slowly easily in front of you, so that it touches something the whole trip, either the ground, the floor, and then it comes near you, and then your body, and over, and downward, you see, this way, and slowly around. With no strain in your breathing, so that you don't hold the breath anywhere. Come and see, look here. When it's difficult, you just go upward, upward, upward. That's as far as it's easy, you see? Bring the arm in, and then go back down. So there's a range that's not easy, and don't go beyond that. Slowly come back behind you. Have a rest, please, and just lie on your back a minute. And that's as far as you go, and then back. Gradually, it improves. Not by straining, just to what you can do. That's it, and back. That's right. And then just lie on your back and have a rest. Sense the difference you feel on the right side of you, the left side of you. Bring the arms both to lie along the floor near your head, above the head, along the floor, on the sides of the head, where they go comfortably. And then see if you can put the left foot standing on the floor and lift the left hip, push it to the right, and come back. And just push it to the right. Lift it and come back. And begin to move the left hand over your head slowly and back, not all at once, and back a little bit. Sense how the hip lifts and the shoulder lifts until you could actually roll and lie again on the right side, bending up the right leg to lie, folding up again. That's right. You can bend the left elbow over your head, over your face. If it's not easy to make it long, you just bend it up, and there you go. Lie again on the right side with your knees bent. And this time, try to go in the other direction with the left arm. Move it downward and slowly begin to move backward, opening up the hip so far as you need. And then slowly come around. And again, closing, folding the hip back over until you can go around in a circle. The easiest way you can do it, so that the head doesn't lift, nothing lifts. Take your time. The easier it becomes for you to make the chest flexible, the less you'll need to open your knees. That the more difficult way is to keep the knees bent more or less and still organize the self, the chest, to go around. But feel where the knee would open and then open it. to make it easy, so that there's no strain. That's right. And once more, come in front of you, change the direction, and slowly roll on your back and have another rest. Feldenkrais spoke about health in another way as well. He said that to be a healthy person means that you have some dream, some unavowed dream that you wouldn't tell anyone, but that you work to achieve. He once worked with a librarian who was crippled, and he taught her in one lesson, she used a cane, to move without the cane. And she looked at him and said, "But you've taken away my dream," she said. "This is what I always dreamed of, and now I need a new dream." And he said, that's a healthy person. That she has dreams she works towards, and when she achieves them, she finds a new one. Now would you please lie, bring the right knee standing, and tilt the pelvis a little bit over toward the left, and come back, and a little bit to the left, and come back. And then bring the right arm to lie over your head, alongside your head. And just bend the elbow, the right elbow, near your face, and lift it. When you lift the hip, let the elbow go in the air. It's as if you want it to roll over. And bring the left arm up to near your, and go back, go several times slowly, so that there's no strain. Of course, if the right arm will lie long, it's fine, but if not, bend it so the elbow goes near your face and there's no strain, till you could roll slowly and put the left arm up and roll and lie on your left side with the left knee bent. Resting on your left arm, both knees together, and explore a little bit with your left arm in front of you, with your right arm in front of you, excuse me. Downward, upward. Sense your breathing and how the ribs open on the right side when you move it up like that. And how, when you go near the left hand and near your head, you begin to turn the head and the fingers go with the knuckles on the floor, the palm turns over. And how your right hip would open, the right knee would come, lifting a little in the air to help you slowly. And again, take 10 movements or more to bring that arm over the top and around behind you and slowly down, and turn the palm again so that the palm lies on the floor, and again over your body. And again in front of you, all the time moving as easily as you can, as comfortably. And then change the direction a few times. And then slowly go the other way over your head until you can roll and lie on your back and have another rest. Sense the contact you feel of both arms, of both shoulders. Of your pelvis, of your breathing. And then see if the arms, if you can roll over, bring the arms again somewhere near your head on the floor, or with the elbows bent, wherever it's comfortable, and roll over onto your right side and keep going so that you could actually roll over to sit up. But don't do it at once. Go over to the right, fold your body, fold the body, bend the knees, and then fold the body with the arms so you can just help yourself to lie. From lying to roll over to sit up. That's right. And sit once again for a moment, cross-legged, Indian style. And see which leg you have in front. And then put the opposite arm in back and see if slowly or quickly or comfortably, but in one go, help yourself any way you can, using a chair if you need it, or both hands if you need it, or one hand if you can do it. Swivel around, stand up, face the wall behind you, walk about, and sense the feeling that you have in your shoulders, in the pelvis. And hoping that these lessons help you to recover your function and your youth and your ability and extend them beyond what you ever did. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.